What's going on, guys? BossJacoby here, and this is just a quick video. This is like an update video. This is a video where I just want to give you guys some information that you might not have had before that I think is important, because as MW3 comes out, people are going to be getting into YouTube like crazy. You're going to see a large influx of people trying to start YouTube, trying to get into it, and the first thing they need before anything else is a capture card. And I think, like headsets, I've had a fair amount of experience with pretty much every one. I've tried every Blackmagic product. I've tried the Hauppauge HDPVR. I've tried the, I believe it's the Aver, I think that's how you pronounce it. I've tried the Hauppauge, which is now called Monsoon. And let me just tell you guys one thing. The most popular one out of all those that I just named is the Hauppauge HDPVR, and that is by far the worst one you could possibly pick if you're using PC. Now, some of you guys are like, wait, I thought Hauppauge was only PC. Well, you can actually use the Hauppauge HDPVR on Mac. You should Google that if you want to figure out how to do that. I don't really have time to go into it right here, and I don't really have the tools to show you exactly how it works. But that HDPVR for PC is the worst capture card, is one of the worst devices, period, I've ever used in my entire life. It works great about 40% of the time, and then no signal on your TV, no signal on your computer where you're recording, just 100 different kind of issues with when you don't even touch it, you don't even mess with it, it just sits on your desk and just collects dust pretty much, and it still breaks. So be it a faulty HDPVR, that might be what you guys are saying, but I've had this problem with probably about 5 or 6 HDPVRs in the past, and it is sometimes as simple as just restarting the HDPVR, restarting your computer. But for $200 or $180, why do I have to do that every other day or whatnot? So it's certainly disappointing. So what I decided to do actually was I purchased a Blackmagic, which I was reluctant to get in the first place, just because the whole reason you get a Blackmagic is because you want to record with HDMI cables and maybe play with the monitor. That's like the big upside, where with the PS3 you can't record with the HDMI cables because they're copyright protected. There is a way to go around it, but it's illegal. I'm not going to deal with that. So I'll be using component cables still with the Blackmagic, and I'm pretty much just getting it for the stability. It's about $20 more, so I'm going to return this HDPVR for about $180. I think it's $200 for the Blackmagic after shipping, and tax, and it is what it is. But I wanted to give you guys the heads up. Don't ever waste your time on an HDPVR unless you have a Mac, because when I had it with a Mac, I had no issues. It never cut out. It worked really well. But for some reason with the PC, I don't know if it's the drivers or I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't work out for me. So for you guys looking to get a capture card for MW3, steer clear of the HDPVR by Hauppauge. The Aver USB, I'll leave a link to which one by Aver, because that one, it is 30 frames per second. I think you can change that, but it's an excellent capture card. It's an excellent capture card. Never had any issues with it. I just didn't really use it for that long because I had like a HDPVR, a Blackmagic also at the time, so I was like, what's the point if the other ones were working? But that is what I'd recommend if you guys want to get like an external one. If your computer can't handle a Blackmagic, get the Aver. Don't get the Hauppauge. If you want an internal one, or if you can handle the Blackmagic shuttle, get that. Blackmagic for the $20-$30 more will save you tons of frustration down the line, and money too, getting it fixed, shipping it, trying to get Hauppauge to send you another one, all that stuff, will be avoided. Just go for a Blackmagic if you can. If you can't, go for an Aver. I don't know if Monsoon still works, but that's worth investigating, and that's, as far as HD, Dazzle, of course, for SD, but I don't recommend that if you're really trying to get into YouTube pretty seriously. So anyways, that's a heads up, guys. That's my opinion. That's my experience with 6 to 7 or 5 to 7 HDPVRs by Hauppauge. Just steer clear. Thanks again for watching, and hopefully this helped you guys out. See ya.